Increase your customer loyalty by making things harder. This is the retention paradox. Most D2C brands are obsessed with removing friction. Every pop-up, every form field, every extra click is treated like a conversion killer. And I get it. Friction slows people down. It creates drop-off. It costs you money. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Some friction doesn't kill retention. It creates it. I'm going to show you how to tell the difference between friction that kills your business and friction that builds it. Let's start with the most important thing to understand about friction. Friction isn't defined by effort, it's defined by meaning. Imagine I ask you to create an account before you've seen what my product does. That feels intrusive, annoying, like I'm wasting your time before I've earned it. Now imagine I let you experience the product first. You get value, you see results, then I asked you to create an account so you don't lose your progress. Same action, same number of fields, same amount of effort, but one version feels like friction and the other one feels like a natural next step. The difference isn't the effort, it's the meaning. It's when and why I'm asking. People don't resist actions, they resist what those actions imply. When you ask for commitment too early, it signals you're self-serving. When you ask for it after delivering value, it signals you're protecting something they care about. This is why order matters more than logic in your flows. You can have the exact same steps in your onboarding, but if you sequence them wrong, you will see massive drop-off. If you sequence them right, the same steps feel effortless. Most brands obsess over removing steps, but the real leverage is in reordering them. Move the self-serving request to after the value-creating ones. Delay account creation, preferences, permissions until after someone has feel the benefit. Small shifts in sequence unlocked disproportionate gains in conversion, not because you removed friction, because you removed the meaning of friction. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Sometimes adding effort actually increases satisfaction. We've been taught that convenience equals loyalty. Make it easy and customers stay. Make it hard and they leave. But that's only true for bad friction. For friction that signals you don't respect someone's time. There's another kind of friction. The kind that increases perceived value, the kind that makes people feel like they contributed to the outcome. And when people feel like they contributed, they develop emotional ownership. Think about IKEA. You buy a bookshelf, you spend 2 hours assembling it, you curse at the instructions, and then you love that bookshelf more than any other piece of furniture in your house. Why? Because you built it. You invested effort. You have skin in the game. This is called the IKEA Effect. And it applies way beyond furniture. When something is too easy, people feel detached from the outcome. When it requires small, meaningful effort, they feel attached. They trust it more. They use it more consistently. They're less likely to churn. Over-optimized convenience can silently reduce long-term retention. Because when everything is automatic, generic, frictionless, it all feels replaceable. Customers don't form a relationship with something that required nothing from them. So here's the question. Where in your customer journey can you add intentional effort? I'm not talking about making things annoying. I'm talking about giving people small moments where they actively participate, where they make a choice, where they set something up, where they commit to something. Onboarding is a great place to start. Instead of auto-setting everything up for them, ask them to choose one thing, pick their preference, set their goal, commit to their start date. Post-purchase flows are another opportunity. Instead of just sending product tips, ask them to prepare something, to choose their routine, to personalize their experience. Lifecycle emails should replace passive consumption with small action. Not because actions are inherently better, but because small actions create commitment. And commitment drives retention. Here's the last piece of the paradox. Customers trust brands that feel slightly irrational. This is the most counterintuitive part. We are taught to be logical, efficient, cost-effective, optimized. But humans don't attach meaning to what's logical. We attach meaning to what's effortful, to what's costly, to what feels like it required sacrifice or belief. When a brand does something that seems irrational, inconvenient, or even wasteful, our subconscious reads it as a signal. This must matter. Otherwise, they wouldn't do this. Think about luxury brands. They don't optimize for speed, They don't compete on convenience. They make you wait. They limit availability. They add rituals and ceremony to the experience. And customers stay loyal precisely because of those things, not in spite of them. The effort, the inconvenience, the cost signals seriousness. It signals belief. It signals this isn't just another commodity trying to be as frictionless as possible. Retention isn't driven by convenience alone. It's driven by meaning and belief. And meaning requires some level of friction, effort, or sacrifice. So where can you add intentional cost to your experience? I'm not saying make your checkout harder. I'm not saying add unnecessary steps to purchasing. I'm saying look at your onboarding, your loyalty mechanics, your milestone moments. Are they too easy, too automatic, too forgettable? Can you add a small ritual, a moment of effort, a progress gate, a challenge, a limited window? Can you replace generic rewards with earned rewards? Instead of giving everyone the same discount, can you make people work for it? Track toward it, unlock it through behavior. Can you design retention mechanics that feel slightly inconvenient but deeply meaningful? Here's how to think about all of this practically. Audit your customer journey for good friction versus bad friction. Bad friction is meaningless. It's asking for things too early. It's repetitive. It's self-serving. It signals you don't care about their time. Remove it ruthlessly. Good friction is meaningful. It creates contribution. It signals value. It builds commitment. It makes people feel like they're part of something. Add it strategically. Ask yourself 3 questions at every major touch point. 1. Is this friction adding meaning or just adding effort? If it's just adding effort with no meaning, cut it. 2. Am I asking for commitment before or after delivering value? If it's before, reorder it. 3. Does this moment feel too easy? So easy that people won't remember it or feel attached to it? If yes, add a small action, choice or ritual. Then run tests. Add 1 intentional setup step to your onboarding and measure activation rates. Add a preparation step to your post-purchase flow and track repeat purchase rates. Replace a passive email with an action-based email and watch engagement. The brands that win retention don't just remove friction. They understand which friction to remove and which friction to add. They know that loyalty isn't built on convenience alone. It's built on meaning. And meaning requires effort. If you're running retention for a 7, 8 or 9-figure D2C brand and you want to test this, start with 1 flow. Pick your onboarding, your loyalty program or your post-purchase sequence. Map where you're over-optimizing for convenience and under-optimizing for meaning. Then run 1 test where you add intentional friction and measure what happens. If this has helped you and you want to see how your CRM compares to top D2C brands making $10 to $200 million per year, take our free 5-minute retention score assessment. You will receive instant results and a customized report so you know exactly what your next steps are. The link is in the description. I see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.